Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is Pat Hilton live coming to you with the Social Authority Show. The Gary V voice there. Social media is where people go to escape. Most people get on social media and they start scrolling after work, on their lunch break. And we've done a bunch of research as to who views what. We're going to go over that on the show today because the original reason why I started doing this was just to learn exactly how to use the gear in my studio. And as you can see, the studio is looking pretty fire. We've got Mr. House, who's going to be in the house tomorrow. Mr. House at the Content Hub in the house. How much bigger does it get than that? And one of the things that we're going to implement is what I've been talking to our developer. We actually have a developer in our company now. I would actually promote him as our developer. His name is Marshall. You should hire him. He developed the socialauthority.ai app, took our media company, our media agency, and turned it into an app that allows us to write custom scripts for anyone in the world. They log into the app, they can read it into a teleprompter, send it right to our team through the app, where we edit and post for them. There's a chat system in the app. So our entire social media agency is now accessible through a mobile app. And one of the things that's really important this week for us to cover is that nobody cares about your content. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about your business. Nobody cares about your vision or your goals or anything. They get on social media to escape. Now, how can we take that lane of psychology, of consumption, and turn those people into producers in other areas of their life where they're winning? As salespeople, as marketers, you got to follow what the truth is. The truth of the matter is that the guitar right there that I love to play so much, I make more money when the guitar sits in the corner more, as sad as that is. That's something I had to admit. Now, that could change when the new album comes out and blasts your faces off. But for today, the truth of the matter is, if you were to look at the numbers, me talking to you just like this has made Pat way more return of investment on his time as a performer than playing the guitar. That doesn't mean the guitar doesn't work. And I wouldn't be here without the guitar. But these are the things that we're going to cover today. Look at how beautiful the Content Hub is. It is waiting for you to put your voice out there. But don't do it without these tips that we're going to give you today, because people like trending topics. How can you use those trending topics in your podcast and your content to get people to talk about, let's say, your real estate business or your sign business? Friend that sells signs. Signorama in Plano, Texas, the best sign company in the world, made that Content Hub sign. The best in the world. Signorama Plano. Go visit them today. If you need a sign, get it. Because I saw the sign as a young child with the ace of base by my side. And I'm here to tell you how we've analyzed data for the last 90 days in our agency, and we've cracked some neat codes. And you're not going to be surprised. Let's get into it.
Turning it up, Dallas, Texas, where they leveling up. You the star, now the stage is yours. Lights on blast, can't ignore. Film posts get verified, it's your time. Social already live.
So as you can see, I'm essentially just sound checking and video checking the studio today, because here's the thing about podcasts. Most people are never going to watch your podcast. They don't care. They don't have the time. They're probably not that interested in you. And that's okay, because podcast clips are by far the most efficient way for you to record daily content without even thinking. So here's what happened in our experiment. Here's what happened in our experiment the other day. Oh no, I didn't do the multicam thing. Hold on. I got all this multicam thing, but I need this multicam thing too. So now it's going. See, I'm not perfect. I'm learning. UFC 250 Freedom was absolutely unbelievable. Here's the thing. I normally talk about marketing and business content on my page. On our podcast show that morning, on our video stream on Facebook, I decided to cover a ton of UFC content because I was so excited about how great the show was. I was so excited about Justin Gaethje's victory. And those videos outperformed all of my marketing tips, all of my business tips, me standing by my Porsche, telling you how to have a winner mindset. And I realized that I am an entertainer who puts on a marketing hat. I am a performer that puts on a producer hat. I had to learn how to use my skills to grow a business and build a business and provide a service if I wanted to get out of the corner of bars and stop being drunk and singing Wonderwall. It's as true as I can say it, because my music wasn't making me any money. It was the cover gigs, the cover songs, Brown Eyed Girl, all that kind of stuff. That's what people wanted to hear when I was an acoustic artist. And I still am an acoustic artist. I have a new album coming out. But the focus of even the new music is to get people to understand my story of singing for $40 on the street corner to today where I can come to you live from my studio. We've got guests coming into the studio. We've got live events happening in the studio this year. But the reason why I was able to get attention was because I went wide at first. The first thing I ever did that got a ton of views was a song about the blues, the St. Louis blues, called the Rally Boobs song. Everyone from St. Louis remembers the Rally Boobs chick. She was sitting in the front row at the St. Louis Blues game. Gorgeous rack. And rooting for her favorite hockey team, the greatest hockey team ever, the St. Louis Blues. And I wrote a song about it because it was a trending topic. St. Louis sports stations picked it up. ESPN radio picked it up because it was broad. It was trending. The UFC footage and the UFC coverage that I did the other day got so much more views than my normal stuff, which still does really well. And it converts incredibly. But the width of my reach is being limited by niching down. Now, there's this big argument in marketing world about hit the niche, hit the niche, hit the niche, hit the niche, hit the niche. I like it. Especially for your personal brand, if that's your one core expertise. Like Carlotta Thompson is a tax strategist. She's incredible. All her content is about tax strategy, how she can help you. All her tips are about tax strategy. For me, Pat Hilton, one of my biggest problems is niching down to marketing when really the best marketers talk about all the biggest brands like UFC, like WWE. TKO Entertainment Group is the biggest entertainment group on the planet. I should be talking about them all the time. John Morgan, Morgan & Morgan. My buddy Zach Hoffman rolls with these guys. He was just front row at their conference or at his speech. These guys market and talk about everything. They're on all the podcasts talking about all the topics, how it relates to how you market yourself in your law firm. And I realized that if you're not talking about what people are talking about, they can't find you. You might be able to sell to some people, and yeah, you can go viral in your niche and stuff like that. I think regular people are just annoyed with online entrepreneurs. Regular people are annoyed with online salespeople. They don't like it. They're over it. There was this event that happened recently, this big entrepreneur guru fest. And nobody wants to say it, but there was nobody there. The room was empty. People texted me videos of a big empty room. My friend was on the stage speaking and the room was empty. I know these people. I played at 10X Growth Conference in 2018, the conference that everyone took the lineup for and tried to duplicate. People are over it. Nobody cares. People get on social media to talk about Jelly Roll's divorce. Jelly Roll's getting divorced. TMZ reports there's drama. Bunny. I don't give a fuck. But that's apparently like the number one trending topic this morning. Jelly Roll is getting divorced. Our trend system pulled the analytic that's the most searched thing and sent it directly to my email this morning and said, here's what you need to talk about on your podcast. I'm like, Jelly Roll? Like what? Jelly Roll's getting divorced. That is the number one trending topic of the day. It's more trending than the Iran deal. People just want to escape, man. People in America are working harder than they've ever worked. Things are more expensive than they've ever been. Houses are more unaffordable than they've ever been. It's getting harder and harder and harder every day. They're deep into their life. I'm 43 years old. I've been on this planet for quite a bit. I don't consider myself to be any more than average intelligence, but you go toe to toe with me and you can't go 12 rounds. You're going to get your ass beat. Plain and simple. Because I've gone 12 rounds and lost. And I've gone 12 rounds and won. And I think the biggest lesson for me in life is you got to be able to take the hits if you want the good shit. Most people say that they want Jelly Roll success. And whether I like Jelly Roll or not, I'm not his biggest fan. Seems like whatever. He works hard and he's showing up consistently. His wife too. Don't know anything about her. But she seems to be pretty consistent with her brand. Looks like she had a book deal. So I'm not here to hate on him. It's just like the fact that people are talking about Jelly Roll's divorce proves that unless you're on camera and you're making yourself available and you're putting yourself out there, how are you possibly ever going to be the headline? What we sell at our company is turning you into a headline. And I can't do that unless you give me something to work with. So even as a salesperson or a marketer, the gurus never talk about these topics. They're, don't go wide. You got to stay niche. You got to freaking, hit your salt in the morning. And it's like, dude, you should hit your electrolytes, man. Hydrate the first thing you wake up. Work out within the first hour of being awake. If you're a caffeine junkie, you should probably wait 90 minutes before you drink your caffeine because your cortisol level or some kind of hormone is off when you wake up. And when you hit it with caffeine, then you need more and more. If you wait 90 minutes, it works better. Even the dipshit MC knows that. Guess what? Nobody cares. Most people wake up at 6 a.m. every single day. They drive an hour to work. They get one little break on lunch break. As business owners and entrepreneurs, salespeople and marketers, we have to understand where people are at. Because people get so up in the clouds. I make all these 7 figures. We work with 7-figure businesses. I rarely say that because it does, again, irrelevant, but that's who we work with. I'm at a point where I've done so many free calls, so much marketing, so much free shit for people. We almost can't even afford to do it anymore. And I keep doing it because it's worth it. It makes me better. And it allows me to keep this studio running because I help people believe in themselves when they didn't believe in themselves before they met me. I didn't know I could talk on camera. This dude, Garen Castle, go look him up on my page. Wasn't posting on social media. He was on an RJ Bates Titanium University free training that I did. And I said, hey, man, I'm like looking to pick on somebody. And I'm like, check it out, man. Literally, you've posted nothing. If you just make a free YouTube page and you start posting shorts on it, it'll populate Google. And when people type your name in, at least they'll find you. Google is going to make sure YouTube shows up first. They own the website. YouTube is Google. Google is YouTube. It's like Einhorn and Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn. It's easy. But when you're as broke as I was, singing on the side of the road for $40, you find ways to get the deals that no one else is looking for because you do the most simple shit because you can't afford anything else, like showing up. In 2028, when AI is automating all these things, how are you going to show up? How are people going to believe that you need to be a part of their business, their culture, their community, their events, their masterminds? You need to become the mastermind. I've already done all these events. Most of them are fucking snooze fests. No one wants to say it. No one cares anymore. The younger generation is building tools like mobile apps in 8 hours. And you guys are like, if you compound the effort, you're going to be successful. It's like, oh my God, dude. Are we really turning into those guys, the guys that we used to make fun of? I'm not gonna. You guys can. I'm not gonna. Because the performance of the content shows people are searching for Justin Gaethje, Jelly Roll, and the Iran deal. That's what people are talking about. So if your content isn't based on what people are talking about, nobody gives a fuck. Myself included. Seriously. So here's what happened at UFC event that you maybe didn't hear about. There was an alleged plot to attack Sunday night's UFC event at the White House that may have been unraveled by a worried mother who noticed her son's growing obsession with guns, gear, and secretive online communications. Totally weird, right? So according to court documents from Fox News Digital, a 19-year-old Ohio man charged in connection with an alleged plot targeting the UFC event on the White House grounds first came to investigators' attention after his mother became alarmed by his recent behavior and contacted authorities. So the FBI, it looks like here, this guy, Tyken Proper, I think you can see him on the screen. This guy looks like a fucking wacko. Look at this guy. So anyway, good job to the FBI. You know, you got to give the FBI credit on the great work that they did on this case, spoiling the plot to attack UFC 250. Great job to the FBI. You know, sometimes the FBI doesn't get enough credit because Kash Patel, he goes up at news conferences and he looks cross-eyed. But I'm going to tell you guys, great job on spoiling the attack that was targeting the White House because UFC 250 Freedom, one of the greatest shows ever, one of the greatest shows on earth. And cut. Use your podcast to just hit the scripts you need. Most people are not going to watch your whole show. They're not gonna. They don't care. But they might care about your brand if you record something that they care about. I think so many times as business owners and entrepreneurs, we want people to care so bad about what we do. And we work so hard to help and serve people for nothing. And then when people don't get results, it's like, it bothers us because we're so passionate. And that's such a good thing. And so don't get frustrated. Meet people halfway. If you're annoyed that people aren't watching your videos, take certain things that are trending in the real world. Elon Musk is the first trillionaire ever. Some people are mad. Some people are happy. You can't control it. And it definitely doesn't take any success away from you anyway. So complaining changes nothing. If he can become a trillionaire, that proves that you can too. So if you want to change your life, go out there and do it. And cut. Look at the things that you record as clips. If you're talking to a customer, set up a camera like this one, run the camera, right? And then take the clips. These guys that are like, I got a number 17 podcast. I'm number 17. It's like, bro, we all know that you get no views on your videos and that all those views and viewers are from freaking Bangladesh and you paid $50. Nobody is fooled Everybody knows now. The younger generations know all the old guy tactics. Oh, here's a good one. When you tell someone to comment something and then you pay a bunch of bots to like comment the word, that doesn't help you get leads. It just spams your thing. And now people are getting these many chat bills that are like thousands of dollars because they're gaming the system. Then they get all these comments and they're like, oh, wait a minute. My autoresponder went 700 gazillion times. It's like, yeah, dude, you cheated. Go to Meta Business Suite. Here's another clip. Get ready for this one, Malk. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You see how I'm just queuing these up? No one cares about this podcast. They want to see the clips. So here we go. Here we go, Malk. Malk's the name of my guy. You can hire him, but you got to pay him. Because if he's taking time away from me for you, you better be serious. All right, Malk, here we go, baby. What was it? Now I forgot it. I talked too much shit and forgot it, bro. Here it comes. Nobody cares about your content, but they can care about your content if you talk about things that they want to see in your content. Here's how to do that. I'm live on a broadcast on Facebook right now. We've covered the fact that Jelly Roll's getting a divorce. We've covered the fact that there was an attempted attack on UFC 250, and I'm running a switcher live to record this clip so that my team can edit it and post it on my page without me needing to touch anything but this system. If you really want to make content at scale in 2026 and beyond, it's very important that you insert systems into your processes during the day. All your daily calendar stuff, put 20 minutes on the calendar, hit record, and just let it run. Who cares if certain stuff isn't perfect? Who cares if you miss certain lines? Who cares? Because most people are only going to see the 30-second highlight anyway. Social media is a highlight reel. Most people only show you what they want you to see. Be the person that shows everything, that shows people how hard it is, that shows people how busy your business is. Show them your space. Show them your recording studio. There's mine. And I'm running the switcher board over here. We've got guests coming in all the time. And I don't think I take enough time to showcase exactly what we do here at Acoustic Force Media. You need a team. In 2028, personal brands will be the one thing that stand out that provides human connection on the internet. Are you going to be one of those personal brands or not? You have to meet people halfway. Okay, so here's the best example before I get off of here. It's been 22 minutes. We're done. The best way for anyone to get started, and I want to make sure I give you this free website. What is it? Transition. What was it? Transition. What is it called? Clips, like transition hooks. Transition hooks is what it's called. Ugh, brain freeze. Transitionalhooks.com. All right, here we go. This is the easiest way. This is the easiest way to go viral for free. Go to transitionalhooks.com. Download some transitional hooks. Drag them into Instagram edits. Let the transitional hook play. Then when it's done, come in just like me, talking to the camera, and give your pitch, your $1 million pitch. What is it for you? Hi, I'm Pat. We help people install systems in their business that allows them to film once and post everywhere, every single day with socialauthority.ai app. Boom, what's your pitch? So you go to transitionalhooks.com, download one of the hooks, your favorite one, and when the hook is over in Instagram edits, film yourself coming right in with your pitch. Simplest way to go viral with your pitch for free. You're welcome. Have a great day. Talk about stuff and use stuff that people like and relate to or know already, and watch your views go up. It's so true. It's always been true. We're so niche when we're business people that we don't think about it. We don't want to talk about that. Just do it. And I will lead the way and show you that if you talk about stupid shit like Jelly Roll's divorce, you'll get views. Watch that stupid clip. Get views. I'm showing you in real time. It happened with the UFC stuff. I never talk about UFC on camera, but I know the game. Anyway, go win for free. And don't forget, okay, don't forget.
Social Authority Live.
While you're winning for free, the Content Hub Studio is alive. And we are the best in the game. So if you need a place to come and record your content with champions that have done it, with the biggest names in the game, from the 10X Hall of Fame, what's my motherfucking name? It's the PAT coming at you. We'll see you on the next one.
General pass, so you VIP. Every tier got clarity. You ain't here just watching it play. You the headline, stepping and slay. Oh, Social Authority Live. Yeah, we turn it
What's up, baby?
up.